Happy February. Today we're gonna have a little bit of a cozy, cute, Valentine's-esque day. I feel like Valentine's is one of those holidays that I don't really embrace in the month of February in general, other than like doing something with my partner on Valentine's Day. It's not really like, I don't know, you know? I don't own anything pink or red, or I didn't in previous years. And it just wasn't really like something I I don't know, cared about really. This year I just really want to take some time to acknowledge the month of February a bit more. You know, it's one of those months that just kind of fly by, and I think it would be great if we did something like cute and cozy together. So I've got on my best red attire right now. I actually bought this, what, a year or 2 years ago when I was going to a Galentine's event, and I was like, I don't own anything red or pink. So I scoured thrift stores and I ended up finding this on Depop, and it's just stayed in my closet for times like this. I have a baking activity I want to get to, and I also would like to read a romance. What better way to celebrate February and Valentine's Day by reading a romance? So the book I want to read today is How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwong. Yulin Kwong is an author I'm interested in right now because she is the writer on my favorite Emily Henry movie adaptation, People We Meet on Vacation. So I definitely want to check out some of her writing, and I was like, this is a perfect time to do all of this. And I would also like to bake a little sweet treat. So I haven't had my coffee yet, so let's make ourselves a little fun drink. Today I'm opting for a mug with a heart on it. I use this year round, but it just seemed perfect for today. I also think I'm gonna make a sweet drink today, opting for a white chocolate raspberry mocha. Espresso in what feels like a long time. I think it's only been a week, maybe even less than a week. I think it might have been on Monday. Peter was making an espresso while I was at work. He dropped the water reservoir on accident and it shattered. Thankfully, Breville sent us a new one and we just got it yesterday. So this is the first espresso drink I've had in a while, and once you have an espresso machine, you never want to go back. I never want to go back to the drip coffee. I think we just had really like old beans and grounds we were using up recently this week, and so our coffee was just really bad. This is satisfying. Okay, I'm gonna drink my coffee and I'm going to start reading this romance. This book really opens up just so emotionally. It's so tense. I'm loving the writing style, first of all, which is great. It's just so tense and gripping. Honestly, I have not been able to put the book down. How to End a Love Story follows Helen, a best-selling author, and Grant, who is a TV writer. But the book opens up 13 years prior to where they are currently in life, with a fatal accident involving Grant and Helen's little sister. And I think throughout the book, we're gonna see how people deal with forgiveness. This is a lot. I knew I wanted to read a romance this weekend. I almost for a second was like, should I put this book down and read something else for the vlog? But like, I couldn't put it down. It was just so gripping. I'm gonna get started on the baked good for the day, and I'm making some strawberry cream cheese danishes, but they're gonna be super simple because I just bought some puff pastry and I'm gonna use that and just mix up a cream cheese filling, so they're gonna be super easy to make, super cute hopefully. I'm gonna start thawing the dough, which should take about 40 minutes, and then I will read some more of this in the meantime. So far, so good. Very emotional, I will warn. I'm hooked. We're gonna go get some pizza because I haven't eaten lunch yet. And so we're gonna kind of have an early dinner and feeling pizza. So let's get out of here. It is the next day. I just wanted to give a final update on where we are at in the book. I've read about 230-ish pages of How to End a Love Story, and I feel like there's some stuff I like about this book and some stuff I don't like about this book. I will say this book is so incredibly emotional, and some of my favorite romances are really emotional. I have two of my favorites right here. The first being The 7-Year Slip, which tackles a lot of grief, and Happy Place, which is just kind of a second chance romance with a lot of anxieties about feeling inadequate, and I just found the main character to be really relatable of this one. Both these were just very emotional romances, so emotional ones are some of my favorite. And this one, for like the first third of the book, definitely has those emotional beats. You know, it's really high stakes, and this is one of the first contemporary romances I've read where enemies to lovers makes sense. I feel like a lot of the time in both romantasy and contemporary romance, enemies to lovers just don't make sense to me because it's oftentimes just like a miscommunication, or it's just like super over the top. Specifically in romantasy, where one of the main characters has committed such like atrocious acts upon another character's people group, and then suddenly they're in love. I feel like that does not work for me. This is one of the first instances where enemies to lovers does kind of work. I understand Helen's plight about why she hates Grant, why her family hates Grant, but what I would have liked to see more from this book is just more like vulnerability between the two characters before they instantly fall in love. I feel like we get a little bit of that as they're kind of opening up to each other. Helen is just this really closed off character, and she kind of starts to open up to Grant, but we just don't see this like moment of like vulnerability, and especially we don't really see much forgiveness for what Helen hates him for. And I feel like that's really missing here, because just about like a third through the book, the characters are finally together, and I feel like we've just forgotten about why their relationship is the way it is. And now that I'm entering like the final act of the book, we're gonna see the characters' families kind of start to get integrated into their lives. And, you know, Helen has been keeping Grant a secret from her family, and her family also hates Grant. And so we're gonna see this kind of conflict come through, but I feel like we might still be missing that like vulnerability and forgiveness. Probably towards the end of the book we'll see more forgiveness, but right now I feel like it's been kind of glossed over. I really do love the writing of this book. This first third of the book is just really tense and emotional. It just kind of devolves after that point for me. I'm gonna finish this book hopefully today. I am almost through with it. We got not that much left, and then give it a final rating. I hope you all enjoyed this cozy and cute weekend with me, kind of Valentine's Day themed, surrounding romances and baked goods and just embracing all of the fun Valentine's Day things. And with that, I will be seeing you all next time. Bye!